Hello, my dear friends. I'm glad to come your way again today. It's always a pleasure for me to stop by and brainstorm with you on the issues of life. Remember that our topic of discussion is gathering for the journey ahead of you. Preparation is always better than the war itself. So, if you don't prepare well and you don't define your strategies well, when you get to the battlefield, even if you have the best army, you will be defeated, right? In the previous episode, I was telling us that God has his part that he plays in the life of everyone, but the prophecies upon your head coming from God, for them to be fulfilled, you have a role to play. You have a role to play in the fulfillment of the promises of God upon your life. The mistake has been to this point that when God has given us some promises, we fold our hands and wait for Him again to come and push that prophecy to reality. We don't play our parts and just listen to the previous episodes to see some examples that God came to them, visited them, and gave them good and great visions and promises, but they had a part to play in the fulfillment of that promise. Even for Jesus, to be the Messiah of the world, he had to come down to this earth. If he stayed in heaven, and for his case, he could, but for every other human being, it is not possible, right? So you have a part to play. Having accepted that now you have a part to play, in which direction should you develop yourself to ensure that you will not be found wanting on your duty post? There are two directions that I will develop for you that you must prepare for, and you can find this in my book, Working for Yourself. If you go and take my book, Working for Yourself, precisely the third chapter, you're going to see this concept I want to share with you, right? The first level of preparation is personal, character, and values development. What has destroyed so many great people is their character, right? It is not the success itself, but the inability of their personality to bear the success always bring them down, right? Some people got to the top, and what brought them down was their libido, sexual immaturity, right? They just started defiling ladies and living poorly, and their sexual appetite brought them down. So it is not their success that brought them down, but their character. So many people is anger. They fired the wrong worker at the right time because they could not bear their anger. They could not control their temper. So what has brought down great people, even from Bible stories, is never the glory itself. It is your character, inability to bear the glory that comes with success. It brings them down. So if you want to develop yourself, if you want to succeed, if you want to get to your target and remain at the top, you must develop your characters, have great values for life. And we shall talk about this in our next episode. The second thing you should focus on now is the capital. You can have a great vision, right? You can even have a good character, right? But without resources, financial resources, you will still not make it. Without human resources, you will still not make it. So you need to be able to have a good character, because ask yourself the simple question: if you are a male, right, and you start a big structure and you have ladies as your employees, how will you treat them? Will you exploit them? Will you manipulate them? Will you abuse them? These are the characters that you need to develop to ensure that when you are in leadership position, those that are under you will be happy working for you and will give you their best. But if you abuse them, if you exploit them, if you distract them, then you may not have the best, right? Now, that is the first one: your attitude, your character towards everything, towards money, towards people, human dealings. And then the next thing will be the capital to be able to realize your vision. So I wish you all the best, my dear friends, as we explore these two aspects of our preparation for the journey ahead of us. Wish you all the best. Bye bye.